Welcome to the fourth press conference for the 21st Carl Spackler Open. So we announced a few weeks ago that we would be hosting the event in Metamora Fields in Peoria, Illinois. And this would happen June 22nd through the 25th of next year. So today I would like to talk about registration. We're going to talk about the website, we're going to talk about the expectations, requirements, and the process that goes into registering for the Carl Spackler Open. So without further ado, let's go over to the whiteboard and start with general expectations. So our event has been around for 20 years, and we've had 270 different golfers come to the Carl Spackler Open. By doing simple math, we realize that about 150 people have not returned to the Carl Spackler Open. And there's a variety of reasons for that. Probably a lot of disinterest, some health problems, age, family priorities, and we've even had 4 deaths so far. So it's not for everybody. So what I would like to do is give general expectations of who should be showing up to the Carl Spackler Open. So our first expectation is that the person golfs. So what does that mean? That means that the person can shoot 120 strokes or less on a decent golf course. They play golf. They enter cards. We're not looking for people that swing the club like this. This is not helpful to us. This is not going to be a blessing to us. So we're looking for somebody that actually plays golf and plays it decently. Decently being 120 strokes or less. Let's go out and check in with Clayton Sheridan in Nevada. He did some home renovations, and let's see what's up.
Hey Carl, Clayton here, Reno, Nevada. Got my new putting green installed so I can practice for Spackler 2022. Gotta say it's pretty nice having it. It's running a little fast today, I noticed though. Probably about an 11. So let's see what we can do. So as you can see, things are going well here in the backyard. Let me show you the rest of the complex. Come on. All right, guys, so come see the rest of the Reno Spackler Training Complex, or what I like to say, the Q School of Last Resort. Check it out.
Here you are, Mr. Sheridan. Have a nice cold one. All right, you Spackler boys, hit him straight.
Things are going well here in Reno, boys. See you in June.
Well, Clayton, you and Bree look like you got it all taken care of in Reno, Nevada. So now I'd like to talk about the second expectation for our golfers. Wow. Our second expectation will be golfers who can embrace basic golf rules. What does that mean? That means you have a good attitude about learning and applying basic golf rules. If you do not want to learn golf rules or play by the golf rules, please do not sign up for the Carl Spackler Open. So the Captain's Club decided on 6 basic golf rules. And we created rule cards for each one of them. And we distributed them to everyone. We've made them available on our website and on our mobile website. So not having the information is no longer valid. 4 of those rules are white stakes, red and yellow hazard, lost ball, and not touching your ball. So what we're not looking for are people that like to kick the ball around, fluff the ball, kick it some more. We're also not looking for golfers who don't want to know the difference between a white staked hazard and a red staked hazard and want to lose a ball in the woods with no stakes and play it like a red. Again, we're looking for people that want to embrace 6 basic golf rules. Not 100, not 1,000, 6 basic golf rules. The third expectation for the Carl Spackler Open would be that everyone respects everyone that's there, and our golf courses, our hotels, and our vendors. So let's take a break from general expectations and listen to Bobby Owens tell us why you should come to the Carl Spackler Open.
So what would you like to share with the viewers and the average everyday golfer at home about this event and how it's organized?
Oh, the Carl Spackler Open is absolutely fantastic. It really is. We play great courses. It's a great setup. A lot of the other players, yeah, they're a lot of fun. Yes, they are. So if anybody sees this and they're not a member of the Carl Spackler Open coming out, I would recommend it for sure. This is my 11th year, and I've enjoyed it every single year. It's fantastic. Yes, it is.
Good.
So let's have a little fun. We're headed to Metamora Fields. I've asked Scott Miller to take us through the first hole.
Scott Miller here, previewing hole number 1, the par 4, the 7th handicap hole in the course, about 380 yards from the Spackler tees. On your tee shot, try to avoid the bunker to the left, about 245 yards out. And then for your approach shot, there's bunkers both on the left and right, mostly short, with a large flat collection area behind the green. Probably better to club up if you're in between clubs on that approach shot. Good luck.
Well, thanks, Scott. So circling back to general expectations, we're looking for golfers who can shoot 120 strokes or less, embrace basic golf rules, and respect everyone. So our fourth expectation is that everyone trusts a referral. Everyone has a referral, not just rookies. Jason Ridgway invited Jeff Miller, and Jeff Miller invited Justin Gorby, and Justin Gorby invited Marty Whalen, and Marty Whalen invited Tom Peckham, and Tom Peckham invited Mike Ellerbach. It goes on and on and on. So we're asking that everyone trust and accept direction from the referral, no matter the circumstance. Our fifth expectation is that everyone reads the email, checks the website, and responds with action. Our sixth expectation is that when everybody plays golf, they enter their scorecards online. Our event is great, and it will remain great as long as we have the data and the handicapping to support the golf tournament. So last but not least, our seventh general expectation is that everyone understands that single occupancy at the hotel is available. Our event is set up for double occupancy, but that doesn't mean that you can't sign up for single occupancy. With that said, we have a rooming list. We have to make it work with 80, 90 people. So if you don't trust us to find you a roommate that you can live with, please sign up for single occupancy. So those are the 7 general expectations for someone who wants to go to the Carl Spackler Open. So let's have a little bit more fun as Don McFarland takes us through hole 2 at Metamora Fields.
Okay, Spackler Knuckleheads, this is Don Spanky McFarland doing analysis on hole number 2, par 3 at Metamora Golf Course. The odds are we'll be teeing off from the black tee boxes, which puts the whole lake into play. It's probably 140 yards to the green. You do have an area about 70 yards to clear the water that would put you in a small fairway, but no one's going to do that. There's a small sand trap on the right-hand side of the green. The green is 40 yards deep, which is the 3rd largest on the course, and it is the 2nd easiest hole on the golf course. So how many are you going to put in the water? Good luck. Swing away.
Well, thanks, Don, for the help on hole 2. So moving on to the registration requirements. Somebody's calling me.
So then his friend said if he made his shot onto the green from 200 yards away that he gets my number.
Spackler
And he was
headquarters,
pretty
this
cute,
is
so I was
Greg.
like, all right, let's see what happens. He came up with so much confidence, and then
Yes,
he
it's
sliced
here.
it so far right, I just had to drive away. There was nothing else to
I
say.
haven't even thought about it. Really? All right. I just don't see any use for it. All right. Okay. Bye. Sorry about that. They want me to get the gopher involved. I think it's kind of useless, but I got to do what they're telling me to do, or, you know. So, about 3 weeks ago, these people told me that they put this gopher on my desk. Told me to talk to it. It would have information, make my life easier. I could help supply information to you guys. I don't know what they're talking about. I have everything right up here. But they told me I have to talk to this gopher. They said his name is Ziggy. Ziggy, I hear you know all about our event.
I do. I can be a resource at your press conferences.
Ziggy, where's our next event?
The 21st Carl Spackler Open will be held at Metamora Fields Golf Club outside Peoria, Illinois on June 22, 2022. Registration for the 54-hole golf tournament opens today.
Really? This is crazy. Ziggy, how many sand traps at Metamora Fields?
Metamora Fields outside Peoria, Illinois has 66 sand traps. This includes 18 fairways bunkers on both the front and back nine. It also includes 12 greenside bunkers on the front nine and 18 greenside bunkers on the back nine.
What the hell's going on here? Ziggy, what's the weather right now in Peoria, Illinois?
Currently, in Peoria, Illinois, it's 44 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies. Tonight, you can expect mostly clear skies, with a low of 30 degrees.
Something's wrong here. Ziggy, what did Harry shoot in the first round at Mountain Valley?
Jason Hanna shot a 20 over 92 and scored 46 points, including 3 long putts. His playing partners were Jim Dore, Jeremy Myers, and Kevin Long. The opening round was his best of the tournament.
This is pretty weird. Ziggy, who is John Monksguard?
John Monksguard is from Warren, Pennsylvania, is an 18-year veteran of the Carl Spackler Open. He was referred by his best friend Kevin Long Sr. in 2003. He is a staple at Jackson Valley Country Club, the Moose, and the Carl Spackler Open. Bottles of Captain Morgan follow him everywhere. John's his primary goal each year, which is getting Mike Lewis drunk. John's career low lights are numerous. In his rookie tournament, he passed out on the golf cart steering wheel and wore the Carl Spackler outfit. In 2015, he became the only player to ever wear the outfit a second time. He dropped further, placing 91st at Mountain Valley in 2011.
This is pretty unreal. Ziggy, do you have anything good to say about John Monksguard?
Yes. John shocked the world at the 2017 Carl Spackler Open by finishing second. It was his third tournament at Mountain Valley. He is also a good dancer, and I hear he can change a tire.
They were right. This freaking gopher knows everything. I think I'm just done. I'm blown away. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on to the registration requirements. Let's put that up on the whiteboard. Let's clear the whiteboard. Holy crap. The first one is your golfer profile needs to be updated. We need your cell phone number, your cell phone carrier, your email address, and your club yardages updated that we talked about in episode 3. Humor us. We need to make sure these are updated because it's how we communicate to 80 to 90 people. Unbelievable. I'm going to need a beer. The second registration requirement is that we need you to register online. So if you go out to the website, carlspackleropen.com, halfway down and then far right, right above the signings, you're going to see a register now button. It's blue. You click on that and you follow the directions. So that'll bring up the caddy. In step 1, it's going to give you the date of the trip. Hit next. Then it's going to bring up an overview of the trip, which we talked about in episode 2. You're going to hit next. Then it's going to ask you a bunch of questions you need to agree to. It's the expectations and the requirements that we're talking about here in this press conference. You're going to hit next. Then it's going to bring up your payment options. There's going to be personal check and his address. Rick's is there. There's also a button for PayPal in case you want to put it on a credit card or a ATM card. And then you're going to hit next. And then it's going to ask you what your probability is for coming. And we encourage everybody to register even if you're not coming. Register is 0. At least you're telling us that you're not coming, so we don't bother you and ask if you're coming later on. And then we hit finish. And so let's have some more fun, and let's take a ride with Scott Long. Hole number 3, par 5, at Metamora Fields. But before we do that, let's give Lexi Thompson the opportunity one more time to show us how to hit 5-iron.
Scott Long here. The 558-yard par 5 third hole at Metamora Fields offers a tricky scoring opportunity. We first noticed stroke adding trouble in the form of a creek and dense vegetation area left that is a death trap to any color golf ball. Shots missed to the right here should be findable as long as they are short of County Road 900. The fairway begins at roughly 170 yards from the tee. Lurking in the wide fairway, however, lies trouble. The bunker right will catch balls at 220 yards. Weebring and Wolford have also included 2 bomb crater bunkers middle right of this fairway. These lie in wait at 240 and 280 yards, and only luck will aid in their avoidance. If good or lucky enough to have our ball in the short grass, the second shot will take some precise distance control into a narrowing fairway with jail left and rough right. Home and 2 here would take a John Daly drive and a Roy McAvoy 3 wood, so most will be taking the safe play and laying up short of the next crater in the fairway. These fellas on the left here are looking for a ball they hit left. Don't be like these guys. Don't go left on this hole, ever. The approach to this slightly elevated 38-yard deep, 22-yard wide green is rather straightforward. The only real protection is a deep bunker short and left. The Fabiform green, with its slick edges, high speed, and indiscriminate undulation, will be a true challenge for long putts. 3 putts are in play here.
Well, thanks, Scott. Next up, the 16-year member of the Carl Spackler Open, Jeremy Myers, has something to say to everyone.
A lot of golfers like to come to the Carl Spackler Open and collect little trophies like Ridgeway. Sometimes you're lucky enough to get one and meet Cinderella. However, if the time and your swing are right, sometimes guys, sometimes you are Cinderella. But you can't do it if you don't register and pay. We hear it all the time. Checks in the mail. My check really is in the mail. Is yours?
Well, thanks, Mr. Myers. Glad to see you're coming back. That's it for me today. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, we have a question. What's your question?
Thanks for recognizing me. Mark Gray here. So I want to ask a question that's on everybody's mind and we all looking forward to an answer for. What is new in 2022?
That's the third time we've been asked that question this year. Brewster asked it, and you've asked it now twice. But Mark, what a great question. So circling back to the registration process and how you pay Rick Dosky your deposit. You can write him a check, and you can pay him by PayPal, but we also have this option now added for Venmo. So you can click on this logo, and it'll bring up the website for Rick. His Venmo account is Spackler-CFO. Here's the QR code right next to it if you just want to scan it with your phone. You know what? Let's make it even easier than that. Get your phones out. Open up your Venmo app. It's time to pay your $150 deposit for Spackler. It's time for you to make a decision right now, sitting on your couch. Are you going or are you not? Here's the QR code. Hold up your phone. Pay your bill to Rick Dosky. Remember, we need your club yardages and you need to register online, but you can pay your bill right now. Ready, set, go. Are you coming? All right, enough of that. So, excuse me.
Here you are, Mr. Sheridan. Have a nice cold one. All right, you Spackler boys, hit him straight.
Molly Ann has just texted me. She wants you guys to do her a favor. She's a cart girl, and so she wanted a minute to ask a favor.
This is what not to do if you're out on the course dealing with the beverage cart girl. Please do not call in to the pro shop or my manager and complain and say that you're on hole number 13 and you haven't seen a cart girl all day and you need them to come to your hole because you haven't had a drink, blah, blah, blah. And then when the cart girl gets to you, she realizes that she actually has seen you twice today and you got a six-pack both times. So she asks, are you the guys that called into the pro shop? I just wanted to make sure that I saw you. And they said, yes, I just exaggerated on the phone so you would come faster. Please don't do that, because one, I have other people to deal with on the course, and two, now my manager thinks I'm doing a bad job, and I am here for $5 an hour trying to serve all of you guys for 6 hours outside all day in the heat. So please don't.
Well, thanks, Molly Ann. We're going to do what we can to help you out in that regard. Yeah? They're telling me that our 2018 champion, Chris Price, is in Virginia, and he has something to say to everyone.
December 2021. Second phase of the 2022 Beat Pat Bowling campaign going into effect. I've got my yardages online. I've got my registration in this envelope. I've got my check in the mail. Pat Bowling 2022. We're coming for you.
One second. Hey. Yeah, it's still going on. Yeah, I'm finishing it up right now. Yeah, are you busy? Okay. Yeah, I'll put you on. All right. Thanks. That was our reigning Carl Spackler Open champion, Pat Bowling. We're going to go to video. Pat, what's up? Are you busy?
Oh, hey, Greg. No, you're not disturbing me. Just sitting here paying bills. Got my water bill, got my electric bill, got my cable bill. No rent bill, though. Why? Because I'm living rent-free in Chris Price's head. See you in Peoria.
Well, thanks for taking our call, Pat, and good luck in Peoria. That is it for me today and episode 4. This is a reminder that registration is open. It is scheduled to be open until March 15th, but if we get a lot of registrations, we could close it early. I'm not planning to close it until we at least reach 92 golfers. But with that said, we're all said and done. You will not be hearing from me for a while. If we get content in for more videos, we'll do that. Otherwise, I'll see you in several months.